Welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. Blessings from Priestess Melissa as we get into our weekly forecast using the Auset Egyptian Oracle cards. We're going to tap in and see what the main energy is coming out for us as a collective and look at probably about 6 to 8 different areas of our life. That's why I love these cards for this reading. So let us see what is going on. Perhaps we are looking into our fortune regarding love, right? Maybe we're wanting to change that energy around, perhaps. Perhaps the wheel is finally spinning in our favor and we're feeling very happy about it. It's giving us a lot of encouragement and strength, perhaps, to keep going, feeling like perhaps Spirit is finally on our side and working for us at this time. Oh yes, Dorothy and the Yellow Brick Road for sure. You know exactly who you are is what this looks like. Now these are general messages. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and thank you so much for hitting the like button and letting me know below how this message may be resonating for you. We've got Divine Door message cards, which we will pull to see what advice we have moving forward for this week. And we will tap into Lover's Oracle cards to get some love advice out at the end of the reading. So do stick around for all of the good stuff. You get a little love in every reading with me here on Venusian Empress Oracle. So do subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any readings. Also at the very, very end, my handy dandy divination coin will give us an answer to one question for you today. What is going on for the weekly forecast? Show me, dear angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides, and set a circle of protection around me as I deliver this message. Beautiful. Thank you guys for all of your support to the channel. Do keep those likes, comments, shares, and donations coming. And do subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any readings. What is going on for our weekly forecast? What is coming up for us to be aware of at this time? Show me clearly. Okay, we get some ANUBIS energy. I get an energy with ANUBIS of feeling like an outcast. With the Horus, it feels like maybe you've dealt with a lot of challenges because this talks about slow victory, but you do have a guardian and protector regardless, you know, if you feel like you're going through a lot of challenges at this time. Again, feeling like you're in a desert period of your life. Yep. But you are figuring it out, all right? There is that network underneath, underground, within yourself. You're figuring out that blueprint, and that is what's helping you to come to that victory. You know, Anubis had to, Horus had to work to gain his rightful throne after Osiris's brother and his father was killed by Set, his brother, right? And his uncle, who took over the throne and kept Horus from being able to take his rightful place. So perhaps you've been waiting for a while to really be, you know, for people to really see you and honor you for who you truly are. Perhaps people have not seen that about you. They've just seen you as an outcast. With the Jackal, you know, maybe they've laughed at you. 9 energy. You're coming to a point, though, where this is coming to an end. Hold on, did I read that right? No, this is a 3. Yes. So you are connecting with Spirit, and you're going to assure that you step into your rightful place and you are seen for who you are. But perhaps there is a period at this time that you may feel like an outcast. Stand in your power, your sovereignty, as we were seeing on Friday with that Queen Mob energy, all right? Yeah, when I think of mob, I think of, you know, you've got a spiritual team behind you, a mob of energy that is protecting you and surrounding you even in the darkest times of your life. Anubis, or Anapu, is the son of Nephesis and Osiris, and she is the result of their illicit union. All right, here we go again with being that outcast, right? So Auset's sister, Nephthys, right? basically tricked Osiris into thinking that he was sleeping with his wife and got pregnant because she couldn't get pregnant with Set because he's the god of chaos. All right, so abandoned by his mother, he became the constant guide and protector of his aunt, the goddess Auset. As the great jackal-headed guide of the dead, he was called upon to ensure safe passage to the halls of Amenti, where the heart of the deceased, or their conscience, was weighed against the feather of the goddess Mot. Priests of Anubis were responsible for embalming and soul healing. All right, so this may be a time where great healing is needed for you to be able to come out of this darkness, kind of like this sarcophagus type of energy. Channeled message from Anubis. You can relax now, as you are safe if you wish to ask me to be your guide and protector in this life and the next. Call on me and your guardian angels 7 times a day for assistance, and I promise you safety and a release. And a release from fear. Visualize me walking around you and your house for extra protection. So just see Anubis around you, this picture, if you will, and you could see him walking around. Call on him and your guides 7 times a day for this protection. You may need it at this time. That's why that glow is coming off of him. He is protected and always has been, and that's why he is the guide and protector of the beautiful Auset, you know, because she is connected to Osiris, and that is his father. So the forecast for this card this week says, for abundance, take care with all banking and investments. The money you need will come. Family or friends may assist you. For love, pay attention to your dreams for guidance and avoid illicit relationships. All right, so avoid, you know, connecting sexually with people who are already married or already in relationships, that kind of thing. Or if you are, you know, don't step out of your relationship, because you never know, you could create a child that you're not intending to, and then that would be kind of an unwanted child. And, you know, again, that situation like Anubis dealt with being that black sheep, right? Work and career says care for the sick, dying, and grieving is part of your soul contract. So this is a way that you may be helping to clear your karma. For travel, travel will be safe generally, but smoother if you invoke me to care for your home while away and to travel with you. So make sure you keep Anubis posted up at your house while you're away. So for any of you guys out there that may be working in healthcare, I just want to say I am too. I do work in surgery. I've been in this field of work and been drawn to it for all my life, really. I just noticed that there's this purple around him too. So there's heavy protection, throat and third eye protection here. You're seeing exactly what you need to see, and you're going to be able to speak clearly, all right, and to move through this time frame fairly easily is what I'm feeling. Even though I feel like you've been through the worst of it, if you will, and you've developed a thicker skin, just as Anubis did, to be able to be, you know, the guide and the protector in the darkness to the halls of Amenti. So for health, trust and follow your inner guidance, as well as medical advice. Possible fertility issues and surgery may be required. Funny, I just talked about surgery, right? For family, extra care of children and the elderly may be required. And for the future, follow your dreams, but use caution and you will be safe. So it's like, yeah, we're little kids in a sense on this earth, right? But just like a parent, you have to watch over that child. You have to ensure that you protect those blueprints, the genes, the future, if you will, right? And we have to ensure that we're careful about where we plant that seed. Now, Horus was created after his mother brought back all of the parts of Osiris, right? And mummified him. And this was after his brother Set killed him, right? And this is where Horus was created. That one night that Osiris was alive, Auset conceived Horus, so very beautiful there. So, you know, it's like she also had to go through her own set of challenges to have balance within herself in this lifetime. It's always feels like there's always someone controlling, you know, in the framework of all of our, you know, difficulties, if you will. There's always some controlling aspect trying to keep us stuck, trying to keep us from moving forward. And we have to learn how to be able to stand in our power regardless of if that means that we have to be an outcast as a result, to be able to, you know, do what's right, if you will. Definitely getting a lot of balance in place today. As above, so below. We got that 3 energy again coming through. Threes have been very, very powerful. This triangle, you can see all of the illumination of the heart coming forth today, and the rainbow behind them. You could be seeing a lot of rainbows lately, but just like this card here, it depicts largely what's going on here with Auset. You know, it's finding your balance in spite of all of the storms of life, in spite of all of the challenges. You know, in the past, things definitely were not growing, have not been growing for a while. Maybe you could be wondering what is going on here, but maybe out of the blue, something amazing happens for you, or did happen for you. But at the same time, it may be confusing as far as, is this the right thing? Because it almost feels like something that wasn't growing before is now all of a sudden, you know, moving in the right direction, but you may not be so sure about it. You know, this could mean that it would mean that you wouldn't be single any longer. This definitely is affecting your money, whatever this is. Some kind of karmic cycle that you keep going in. Maybe it's because of dealing with people where things aren't growing, where you think that they will, but they never end up moving forward, right? Queen of Swords wants to know exactly what's going on. You could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, but, you know, when I look at these two cards, it's almost like I want the truth, you know? I'm tired of having to constantly be concerned if I can trust this situation. And I don't feel like it's around love. I do feel like it's around money, to be honest with you. 3 of Coins in reverse. You may be feeling like, perhaps if it is with work, that this is just something you can't do any longer. But at the same time, you may be feeling a bit stuck, or you may not be seeing opportunities out there that you're ready to move forward into. And, you know, I feel like maybe partly what is going on here is we are healing the way that we have felt about perhaps past situations that have happened that did not end up. It almost feels like this is a person could feel like their whole life is nothing but karma. You know what I mean? It's like you have some wins, but also there's these losses around. And it's like not losing sight of the bigger picture, knowing that there's going to be challenges, you know, slow victory again with Horus. But we've got to be able to see through all of the storms that happen, because, you know, it takes a lot to build a community. It takes a lot to grow and build something that is worth having, you know what I mean? So it's like with ANUBIS, this was the illicit way to do it. With Horus, this is the right way to do it, but it may take a little bit longer, you know what I mean? All in all, I do see success, especially as you continue to stay balanced. You know what it is that you want, and you're not willing to settle in spite of the challenges that it may cause, right? Changes that may happen as a result of this. This could be all around the home as well. A lot of this story has to do with aunts, uncles, you know, because again, we're talking about Auset, Osiris, Set, which is Osiris's brother, Nephthys, which is Auset's sister. And there was a lot of things going on there, at least from the side of You know, you see the negative couple, if you will, the polarities of the couple. So you had Osiris and Auset, which were more or less on the good side, the light side, and then you had Set and Nephthys, and you know, maybe by proxy because of dealing with him. But of course there has to be some resonating energy for why she was in that relationship. Well, as a result of dealing with Set, Nephthys was not happy. She was, you know, it talks about her being in this controlling dynamic where she wasn't able to be her own person. So then she has to be deceitful and go to Osiris and make him think that she is Auset, and then she conceives ANUBIS, right? And then Set ends up killing Osiris because he now has his, you know, heir in a sense. You know what I mean? Well, he doesn't know about that actually. But it's just like, you know, we end up having to live our lives from this perspective of being the black sheep when we engage in those type of activities. You know, Auset had to, after Set cut up his body after he killed him, his own brother, just so he could take over the throne, you know, and be the ruler. Auset brought all of the pieces, found them, brought them all together because he distributed them all over the earth, right? Brought them all together, mummified him, brought him to life for one night, and conceived Horus, right? All of that just to be able, and that was a slow victory too, right? She had to go through a lot just to be able to produce that heir, to be able to be the rightful, to be able to take the rightful seat of the throne. But even that was a challenge because it was still another 8 years, I believe, if I remember the story right, before Horus was able to still take his place and he essentially had to get rid of Set, you know? So definitely this, what I mean to say is this could all be in the family. This talks about underground tunnels. There could be a lot of secrets, you know, that are being exposed at this time. All right, and that's why it's taken so long for you to have this victory. But I do feel like a lot is going to be revealed. You may be learning a lot of secrets in your family at this time. We got this beautiful doorway card coming out here today. I almost wish I was here. Talks about 3 of Cups, though. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 of Cups in happiness. 3 cheers are done. So maybe this is a good 3 of Cups. You know, you're celebrating with good friends and you're saying goodbye to the old and all of the BS, if you will, perhaps that you've had to deal with this third party type of situation. We got the sun energy coming out here today. Sunset, as a matter of fact. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords and pains fade as the sun's light burns. So all of this is dying off. Allow the sun to set on this situation is what I'm hearing. You know, this is what's going to allow for that victory to come through for you by celebrating your life and moving on from these situations that you really weren't meant to be a part of anyway. You know, if you found yourself in a situation where there was an illicit relationship and there was a child as a result and that kind of thing, I don't see you willing, and you shouldn't be, quite honestly, willing to deal with people that constantly, you know, have you on guard and worried about what's the next thing you're going to have to deal with, right? Nobody likes that kind of energy. Nobody likes those kind of surprises, right? Definitely hit the like button and let me know below if you're resonating. Our love message from the Lover's Oracle says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Beautiful. Angel wings to support you, that protection energy coming through with Anubis. Again, imagine Anubis and your guides. You could imagine Archangel Michael or any of the angels that you connect with, but to be there with you, to call on them 7 times a day. And again, imagine Anubis and maybe even your angel guides there with you. Soulmate energy is also coming out. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So this is all about drawing in that life that we truly deserve and that is meant for us. But that means stepping into our power and not accepting less than what we deserve, right? All right, guys, you ready to get an answer to your question? Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. I got a big yes for you on the board today. I love it. We will flip the coin again tomorrow, so no worries. You may get a better answer tomorrow if that's not the one you were looking for. Guys, don't forget to call in that protection. Your spirit guides are here for you, along with the angels and all of those who truly support you in moving forward in the best ways possible. Walk through those doors and allow the sun to set on anything that is truly not meant for you. Brighter days are ahead. Blessings to you. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification. Let me know below how this is resonating. I will see you soon, and bye for now.